And that's your front seven. 12 to 14 Niners or 19 to 21 Niners.
Damn. This is going to sound like a prisoner of the moment take, but 1921. And here's why. In 19, they were top heavy. That 4, Bosa, Armstead, Buckner, and Ford, can't really do anything with that. But I don't know if people remember, Anthony Zettel got snaps in the Super Bowl. Maybe that's why they couldn't finish it. And maybe that's why this 21 team is ready to go, because now they've got 5, 6, 7 guys who can get out there and get after the quarterback. Jordan Willis can get in on certain downs. DJ Jones and Eric Armstead are balling. Bosa has 1 or 2 sacks, right? But he's drawing all that attention. And Ebukam's come alive, right? Like, you've got guys now that you can rotate and get fresh legs in. So top heavy, 19. 21, right now, they're deeper, in my opinion.
That's fair. The best front seven I've ever covered on this team is 11, though. 11.
Okay.
Because that was Justin Smith before he injured his arm. Aldon Smith was great as a rookie. Patrick Willis in his prime. Navarro Bowman in his
Ray
prime.
McDonald.
Right. I mean, man. Now, these are all great front sevens. But that 11 one to me, I don't think they were just totally dominant against the run all year. I don't think they gave up a rushing touchdown until the very end. I think it was freaking Marshawn who finally got one.
Right, and they didn't give up a 100-yard rusher. Like I think it was for like almost like 2-3 years. But right now, this 49ers defense is bottling up everybody's run game.
No question. Too, so, it's definitely a good comparison. Anthony Adams says, what do we do with Kinlaw? Does he have any value?
I don't know if anybody's going to want to trade for him.
Yeah, keep him. He's another guy you can throw in the rotation, but they don't need him.
Yeah, and that's just another, I mean, I still say you got to bring DJ Jones back. Like, he's been so good. Like, I don't even see how you don't. But they still have to see what they have with him. So they're going to give him another shot.
Grant is a schmuck on wheels, says Eric Jensen. There's
but
no
he paid
wheel.
you. But
I don't have wheels. I'm just a schmuck. Sorry. No wheels right now. Ivan says, is Jimmy's thumb better or will it never heal without surgery? If it put me in, just hit a beer can with a football 15 yards away. Yeah, but Kyle hit a pizza oven. So I think we're going to go with Kyle here.
Oh, man, wouldn't that be the story? Kyle wins the Super Bowl
on the sideline.
All right, let's go with
nominated myself. Jimmy's like the little kid you give the turned off controller to, and they really think they're playing.
Yo, come on.
That's a good one. I like that. That's good. I love that, man. Niner fans are hella funny. MS winning a Super Bowl this year. TB did after changing teams is not good for NFL GMs. If the NFL is rigged, Jimmy G winning the most pro management move. We really rolling out. People know what's talking about the Chiefs this year. They have lost one game in the last 2.5 months. They're still pretty good too.
One game at a time. Okay.
Yeah,
let's finish this one. Let's finish this one. And maybe the Bengals do something that I don't think they can do and beat them.
Double B Studio says whether Niners are 13-3 or 10-7 record, they are 2 games away from the Super Bowl. I noticed a lot of analysts are pissed Jimmy G is here.
Because they can't make sense of it. Right? Like they just can't make sense.
I can make sense of it. It means the Niners are great. The Niners are really good.
But if you notice, right, whenever I don't like watching ESPN or NFL Network because I never want like my mind like to be infiltrated with that garbage, right? Like that surface level stuff because I'm trying to think a little bit deeper. But all of them are trying to figure out ways to pick Jimmy Garoppolo apart and push the narrative of like they're winning in spite of him, right? Like and that's all I've been like hearing in clips, like little by little. Like everybody is the only person that I've seen that's come out is really like jumped out in front and taken all the arrows for Jimmy Garoppolo for some reason is like Emmanuel Acho, who kind of made like certain.
Someone has to do it. You got to have 2 sides of an argument.
Right. Like
and everyone's going to the obvious side, which is the
everyone's kind of piling on. Like even Colin Cowherd, who was like so pro Jimmy for a long time, man. Yeah. Like now it's like he's even kind of gotten to that place.
But they are winning in spite of him. And that instead of focusing the whole conversation on Jimmy just because he's the quarterback, you can say, wow, that means that Debo's great, Armstead's great, Jimmy Ward's great, Ward's great. Look at all these players who aren't quarterbacks who deserve, a little, not 30 for 30s, but just deserve airtime nationally. But it's all like, well, Jimmy's not the real deal, so this team isn't the real deal. No, they are the real deal in spite of him, and that's part of what makes this team so remarkable. I mean, there's been teams like this in the past. The Ravens were like this. I mean, the Bucks were like this back in John Lynch's day. He knows what this is like. He did this with Brad Johnson. It happens. It's kind of cool when it happens because it doesn't always have to be about the quarterback.
Right, but I think a lot of people will still point to like there's better quarterbacks and they get graded like worse or they get looked at worse because they're not winners and stuff like that. Again, I'm not saying that that's the argument I'm presenting. I'm saying that like people will say, well, this guy had this and this guy had this, but you don't look at him the same way as him because they win this many games. So it's going to be a nonstop discussion, right? Like this reputation that Jimmy Garoppolo has had of being a winner, it started before he got here in San Francisco, right? Every game that he started for the New England Patriots, they won. Every game. And they were like, oh, look at the guy. He's already got the game. It was already here before that. And then he comes here and he wins 5 games in 2017. And then, boom, that's it. It just goes out of control now. And then when you look at the record, it backs up all those people who have said the same thing.
Sacramento Mike says Trent Williams has a holding penalty in like 5 straight games at critical times, and Ward is given big plays in 3 games. Also, Jimmy threw a damn touchdown. Well, we've talked about Garoppolo. Ward has given up some big plays, but that kick block was pretty big too. Trent Williams has been hurt. Seems like he's hobbling, man. He's got a bunch of injuries, right?
Yeah.
Elbow, ankle, 2 things.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't practice today. I think he's going to play, but yeah.
I think he's going to play. But again, they said at the beginning of the week, they don't even know if it's a high ankle or a low ankle. But if it's a high ankle, I don't see how you play through that. I don't see how you do that.
I don't know if they classified it yet, though.
Give it a shot. They haven't. Last 3 games, everyone has said Jimmy needs to make plays to win, yet he makes plays to lose, and nothing gets said about it in big media. Grant's the GOAT. No, it's funny. Everyone's like, Jimmy has to do this or that. No, he doesn't. Everyone, I mean, the Niners are so good. Their defense, 3 turnovers. Jeez. Yeah, they have gone on a crazy streak of forcing takeaways since they lost to the Cardinals. This team lost to the Cardinals, blown out, 31-17 at home. Since then, maybe the best team in the league. Them and the Chiefs.
Lost 2 games.
Them and the Chiefs. The Chiefs have lost 1 since then.